Nomophobia or no mobile phobia, which means the fear of being out of mobile phone contact. Many of us would say, that's me. I love watching YouTube videos and social media feeds on my mobile. I can spend whole nights on my phone, and any free time I have, I'm glued to the screen of my smartphone. I use my phone all the time, so much so that my nomophobia has even given me mini anxiety attacks and bruised toes. I got anxious when my phone was on silent mode and I couldn't find it. But it's not just these physical signs that show our phone addiction. Three more signs have showed up in our life as well. Number 1. I started comparing. This might sound like you if you use social media a lot. When looking through our social media feeds and coming across the latest and most exciting things happening in our friends' lives, a thought like this might cross our minds. Wow, she has so many pairs of nice shoes. If only I were richer, I'm sure I can carry it off better than her. Really, these thoughts show we are not entirely happy in ourselves, and it might even make us spend money we don't really have so we can buy those things we want and show them off on our social media pages. Sometimes this is the only way we get to feel good about ourselves. But comparing ourselves to others only leads us to jealousy and envy. Our comparisons might also just get us annoyed as we throw ourselves pity parties. Proverbs chapter 14 verse 30 says, "A heart at peace gives life to the body, but envy rots the bones." It's time to stop comparing and remember that our worth is not defined by what we wear or what we have. We are of value in God's eyes just the way we are. Number 2. I wasted time. Time is valuable. We all know that. But let's be honest. We all spend a lot of time on our phones. Every 30 seconds, we refresh all our social media feeds to see if there is anything new. Often just want to look at websites on my phone instead of spending time with God. Truth be told, I enjoy chasing the latest news about people I have never met in my life and watching videos that give me nothing back. And I know I'm not alone. But the Bible reminds us to be very careful about how we live, making the most of every opportunity because the days are evil. Ephesians chapter 5 verses 15 and 16. Let's spend our limited time in something that gives us more value. After hearing this famous quote, which is, "Only one life, 'twill soon be past, only what's done for Christ will last," it struck me that I don't know when my life will end. And if my life belongs to Jesus, am I really living it for Him each day? I have since decided that one thing I will do, instead of always browsing my phone, is to set aside time to pray for my friends. Number 3. I distance myself from community. There are few YouTubers I follow all the time, to the point that I feel as though I know them personally. I'm happy when they are happy, like when they post updates that they are getting married to the love of their lives. The opposite also true as well. I feel down when they are sad. It's easy to get sucked in like this. We stop hanging out with people face to face because we believe the online world is enough. We can lose interest in meeting up with our friends because it's easier and quicker to see them online. And after all, I don't have to deal with any human conflicts if I don't come into contact with them, right? However, I have seen in my life as well in others that when we get too attached to our phones, we start struggling to know how to talk to people face to face. We get tongue tied and don't know how to carry on a proper conversation. Our attention span is short and we forget how to really listen to our friends and offer our support for their questions and problems. A friend once complained to me that she had difficulty leading a church youth group because the group were too busy checking their phones and didn't hear her instructions. When it was time to break into smaller groups for discussion, they didn't talk to each other because they hadn't listened anything she had said. They were glued to their phones and not paying attention. Life is meant to be lived, not watched. So, let's start living our own lives rather than watching others' lives. Thank you.